everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Today it's a Monday. I really just launched a poll. Just let me know. Can you let me know how do you get to know about, uh, is this your first time with us? Right? I'm looking at the poll. Yes, we have quite a number of people who are attending our webinar. So welcome to today's webinar. As we have people streaming in, let me tell you about more what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency each day. Monday is the Aussie and New Zealand, Tuesday is the Euro, Wednesday is the Pound, Thursday Yen and Gold, and then Friday Canadian Dollar. So today it's a Monday, so Jin will be speaking about the Aussie and New Zealand pairs. As he'll be taking us through different time frame, this webinar is going to be very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlighting potential targets and risks. However, a disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Now, quick introduction to Jin. Jin is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. Jin runs LCMS Traders, where he coaches traders how to be consistent and profitable in Forex, and Forex Briefcase, where it's our managed account services, where Jin trades an AUM of more than 12 million USD on a daily basis. Now, let me run a second poll on where did you get to know this webinar. Okay, let me end the first poll and get to issue out how do you get to know us here. It is going to be very important to us, so do vote for it. Now, let me show, while you're doing this poll, let me take this opportunity to share with you about LCMS Traders Club. Okay, yeah. Okay, now LCMS Traders Club is our private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, signal, coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is the place to be regardless of whether you're new, experienced, part-time or full-time trading. Now, if you have joined us from the Telegram channel, which I see many of you have, okay, excuse me, you've been enjoying our trade signals absolutely free. Now, a question that you might have is that when you were told when to get into a trade, you do not know where to exit. Now, in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit with specific reasons. So that in the long run, not only you earn from the signals, you also learn how to trade better. Now, look at this. This signal was given last Friday on the 5th of February. We issued a pound USD 1.3679 as the entry. We have a stop loss. We have the 3 possible take profit targets. We also give you the analysis here based on the 5 steps analysis of LCMS traders. And then you can see once we give this, we give the chart. And when it hits the TP1, TP2, TP3, we will let you know. In this case, in TP1, we already suggest you to secure your profits. And that's where you could close the trades. Now, if you want to learn new strategies or require some coachings, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesdays evening. Now, on Monday, we run trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. Now, the most important one is Jin will also be coaching you and letting you know what's going to happen in the coming week. And this is also really the opportunity to pick Jin's brain on pretty much on any trading related questions that you might have. And also here we have the video, the weekly live call. You can see we have the weekly live sessions here, trading here. And also on Wednesdays, we have run live trading sessions so that you can trade together with Jin. So on Wednesdays, we have trade live with Jin. We have it here. Look at it. We look at the market live and trading together with you and with Jin. Now, lastly, we also have wide range of analysts we have for the club members. We have the weekly currency correlation. You can see it here, where you can tell you about which currency pairs is correlated to which pairs. We also have here the daily watch list, where in the morning we will take a look at what currency pair, various currency pairs, what possible actions you could be taking at which entry level and potential profits. And not only that, we also have lots of, if there's any breaking news analysis, we have it here. Here also a lot of the great information shortcutting your way to trading success. Now, how do you join this group? Okay, how you're going to join this group? All you need to do is look for the LCMS Traders Club. Here, like you see me, I just type tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. The link will be put it on the chat group here. It is a paid subscription of $199 a year, which really is less than $1 a day. Now, if you're facing any uncertainty in your trading or taking any risk on your trades, you need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve on your confidence and strategy immediately. Now, trading can be very lonely, but with a close-knit community here, ready to share, trading can be really enjoyable and definitely profitable. Now, if you haven't really joined now, make sure you click on the link right now. So now while you click on the link, let me now pass it back to Jin for his Aussie and New Zealand analysis. Jin.
All right. Thanks for that, Daniel. So Monday again, Monday, 8th of Feb, looking at the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar. Before I do that, I want to just do a quick look into what happened on Friday. Okay, so if you're here present, put it in the chat. Let me know, were you trading the non-farm payrolls on Friday evening, Singapore time at 9:30? Put it in the chat, were you trading that? Let me see. And those of you who are joining us on Facebook Live, the link is there in the comments. Join us on Zoom. So that we can, put it in the chat. Let's find out, ask questions. I can find out more about what you do. All right, so a bit of a mix of yes and no's. More yeses than no's. Not a lot of people answering. Okay, so those of you who were trading, did you make money? Those of you who were trading, did you make money? Good, very good. Okay, so what you'll notice here is I brought this up, forextradingasia.com. No, won 200, lost 400. That's terrible. Okay, forextradingasia.com. Take note, what happened on non-farm payrolls on Friday evening was it came out as a revised minus 227K, expected at 50K, came out at 49. So bad number, worse than expected, worse than previous, came out bad for the US dollar. So straight away you can see what would you expect here. You expect a weakening in the US dollar. Second thing is average hourly earnings went from 1% to expected 0.3%, came out at 0.2%. So again, a worse than expected number. You can see that people are working, less people are working, and they're getting paid less on an average hourly earnings standpoint. Putting all that together, unemployment rate did drop from 6.7 to 6.3%. But this is also in conjunction with non-farm payrolls, less people working and also getting paid less. So in the overall scheme of things, although the unemployment rate has dropped, we've seen less people working, we've seen them getting paid less. This resulted in that across that board weakening in the US dollar. Quite straightforward trading from Friday night, okay? If you were trading with a bit of a mixed results, then what I really suggest you do is, make sure you follow up with these currency calls. Make sure you ask those questions in the Traders Club, all right? So with that said, that was last week on Friday. That actually would apply across into this week. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted to look into the data from last week, is because this tone of that slight weakening in the US dollar is probably going to apply across this week. Looking at this week, where is Monday? Okay, today is Monday, New Zealand on a holiday, and then we have not much news else happening. On Tuesday for the Aussie and the Kiwi dollar, again, not a lot of news. Some inflation numbers coming around on Tuesday. Business surveys, business confidence for Australia. It's going to have some impact on the Aussie dollar, but I don't think there's going to be a massive price mover. Okay, let me see what else. Wednesday, consumer sentiment for Aussie dollar. New home sales and building approvals, not too keen on that. So if you don't know why I'm looking at building approvals for the US and not for Australia, make sure you check out the 4-day course. If you haven't already, then it's in a Traders Club or the videos are all there. What else? Okay, we have some US CPI numbers coming out on, what was it? On Wednesday. So watch out for that. On Wednesday evening, we have US CPI numbers coming out, looking at a move from 0.1%, core CPI going from 0.1% to 0.2%, and CPI month on month going from 0.4 to possibly 0.3. So we're looking at a bit of a mixed data coming from the US in terms of the CPI slash inflation numbers. With that in mind, we're possibly going to see an extension of this weakness or this short-term weakness into the US dollar, which we have seen start during the non-farm payroll data. Okay, so that's still in my mind. I'm looking at Thursday. Not a lot of news. We have some, again, not too keen on that Aussie and New Zealand news. And then Friday, we have Chinese New Year. So we'll let you know more about that. We have some pound numbers coming out. And consumer expectations, consumer sentiment looking at a bit of an increase from 79 to 80 in terms of consumer sentiment. So you can see that there's a lot of news. There's a lot of news happening this week. But the key is being able to filter down which news to pay attention to, what's possibly going to move prices significantly, and what you can ignore. So with that in mind, we looked at non-farm payrolls, possibly weakening in the US dollar or continuing weakening in the US dollar. We've seen that CPI number come around on Wednesday for the US, possibly further weakening or continue to weaken. Not a lot of news, or rather no news for the New Zealand or the Aussie dollar. Looking at the charts in that case, this is the Aussie US on the H4 time frame. The last we spoke about it, I said it was at that point going to break that 7666 level towards 7730. Didn't do that last week. It resisted and came down. At this point right now, it is back at this 7666 resistance level. My view here is that it's possibly going to sit across. It's going to sit now at this support level, resistance turns support level now, maybe for a day or 2 days before trying to break lower. What's going to look like is it's going to look a bit like that. Okay, I'll zoom it in a bit for you to have a look. It's possibly going to look a bit like that as it comes back down to test this support level. At this point here, I would say, be prepared for either direction. I would love to see that continuing US dollar weakness, 7677 as a buy level. If we close above that point, a very tight 20 pip stop loss for a very good 40 to 50 pip take profit level up towards the 7730 resistance. 20 pip stop loss, 40, 50 pip take profit level, you're looking at a more than 1:2 risk reward ratio on the upside. Let's say in a worst case, it does turn down. US dollar comes back into strength, that trend downwards continue. You could also be looking for a sell below 7655. Below 7655, 25, 30 pip stop loss for a good 80 pip, 90 pip take profit level. 30 pip stop loss, 90 pip take profit level, 1:3. Again, you can see that we have both that upside and the downside potential for that trade. Okay, so keep a bit more flexible. Let it react to this 7666 level. Let it see what it does, or see what it does, then take action either for that buy or for that selling off that support level. For the New Zealand dollar, it's a little bit more complex. For the New Zealand dollar on the H4 time frame, it's a little bit more difficult because it's sitting right in that middle of that resistance and that support level. Resistance of 7225 and a support level of 7167 support level. It's sitting right in the middle. So I would best suggest that at this point, because there's not a lot of news happening in the New Zealand dollar, because we are possibly thinking that US dollar is going to continue weakening a little bit more, I think that we might actually see that move up a little bit, test that resistance level before turning back down. So right now, sit on your hands, wait for that New Zealand dollar to move, let it move up. If it's going to move up towards 7225, let it get there, then look to sell off this point. I think it will remain within this range. It will trade within this very tight range here, 50 something pip range here before we see any big move downwards. I might even be tempted to move this level down towards 7138. That would make it a good 80 pip range. By this point, I think this 7225 and 7167 range will maintain. So let it climb up towards that resistance and look to sell off that top. So quite straightforward in terms of the Aussie dollar and the New Zealand dollar. Make sure you turn up tonight, Traders Club members. Tonight we have our session. Turn up and I'll guide you through what else to look out for the rest of the week, and also how to trade, especially those of you in Asia, how to trade during the Chinese New Year. Set and forget some trades that you can leave without having to monitor as you go enjoy your Chinese New Year. One question there, Forex doesn't stop for Chinese New Year. No, it doesn't. We don't work on normal public holiday kind of schedule. We work on, the Forex market schedule. With that said, I'll pass it back to Daniel.
Thanks, Gene. So everybody take note of it. There is a two possible up and down trade idea for the Aussie USD. Now I'm going to launch a poll right now. Okay, let me launch a poll right now and let me give us your thoughts of this session. Okay. So by the way, for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS Traders YouTube channel. So thank you for joining this session today. So tomorrow it's a Tuesday. So Tuesday we'll be talking about the Euro pairs. So same time, see you again tomorrow. Bye.